Hey, Indiana, let's clear the air about vaping. Glue, rat poison, paint. We all know these products contain poisons like formaldehyde, arsenic, and lead. And these are just a few of the chemicals you'll find in e-cigarette vapor. Let's clear the air, Indiana. Don't puff this stuff. Visit don'tpuffthisstuff.com to join the fight and spread the word.
We encourage you to follow us on Twitter at IndianaSRN. Find upcoming games, video highlights, and much more. Follow us now at IndianaSRN.
Good afternoon. Welcome back to Kokomo Municipal Stadium. We are now to our second elimination game of the day. The top-seeded Quakers of Earlham at 27-12, looking to advance to get another shot at Transylvania coming up later this afternoon. Rose-Hulman 25-18. They are the number 3 seed in this tournament, just fresh off a win over Hanover moments ago. College baseball here on HCAC.TV, brought to you in part by Reynolds Farm Equipment, your local hometown John Deere dealer since 1955. 5 central Indiana locations. Reynolds meets all your equipment, parts, and service needs. Boilermaker Local 374, representing skilled workers across Indiana. Discover the Boilermaker advantage with Local 374. Morales Group Staffing, building better futures one story at a time. Let us help you find your next opportunity. Visit Kokomo. No matter what you're looking to explore, Kokomo has something for you. And the IndianaSRN sports page. From the court to the field, IndianaSRN brings it home with daily information, high school, college, and pro sports. Troy Dergowski, Chris Schumer, another elimination game. You see the Quakers hoping to get again to that next game at 4:30. They got to get by Rose-Hulman team, fresh up a win over Hanover. And we're going to see a Hanover pitcher, I should say, we're going to see a Rose-Hulman pitcher who has not started but just one game this year.
Yeah, and he threw in a relief appearance against Franklin in the opening game for those teams on Thursday. He didn't give up a run, which says a lot because there was 24 runs in that game. But, yeah, in terms of longevity, again, a kind of situation where Rose-Hulman's got to sort of manufacture some pitching today. Earlham in a much different situation. They can throw a guy they have a lot of confidence in. You know, he's 4-1, decent ERA. So just in a very different situation in the tournament based on the structure and the games that they played coming into this one.
Jack Reeves, 6'4", 185, freshman out of Lexington Catholic High School. Here his numbers, making his 15th appearance and again just his second start. 27 in the third innings, 27 hits, 16 runs, 12 earned. Here's the impressive part, 24 strikeouts, only 2 walks in those 27 in the third innings. He's 1-1 on the year with an ERA of 3.95. And Chris, there's no doubt he'll have to have a great outing against an Earlham team that, though they didn't hit as well last night against Transylvania as they had hoped to, they are still a very, very good hitting team.
Yeah, I think in terms of what you're talking about, a great outing for him, I don't think that means 7-8 innings, 1-2 hit ball. I think what it means is 3 or 4 innings, and when he departs, his team is still very much in the game.
Sean Jeffries will lead things off as we are ready to get this one underway. Great to have you with us on a Saturday afternoon. Swing and a miss. Good start here for Reeves. A little bit of a change in both of these lineups. Sean Jeffries at 309, 2 home runs and 34 runs driven in. Second pitch on the way is a called strike. Quickly 0-2. Rasmussen behind the plate. Erickson is at first. Furtado's at second. Hines at short. O'Connell at third. Takahashi in left. Summers in center. And Pipkins in right. The 0-2 pitch. Lined up the middle. Base hit. So good start now for Jeffries, and that'll bring up the number 2 hitter in the lineup, Jonathan Jimenez.
Jimenez 0 for 3 yesterday, but Jeffries was 0 for 4 yesterday. He just broke out of his streak. Both of them walked in that game last night.
267 on the year, 4 home runs, 18 runs driven in. So now Reeves, first time in the stretch, and that's a balk.
Wow.
I think. There is some question here on, we've had this happen just in the last game, so the umpires will meet. We had a call that was a balk in the Rose-Hulman Hanover game that turned out not to be a balk. And then we had a controversial play right after that when a ball was hit down the line, hit the umpire in fair territory. He said it was foul. We did not see an indication that he raised his arms and called it foul. It didn't hurt in the end because Rose-Hulman won the game anyway, but at that time there were no outs, bases were loaded, and it really could have been a huge inning right there. So now the both coaches, Coach Rosen and Coach Sakasitz, will get an explanation. We'll see which one likes it and which one doesn't.
They sent 2 over to Rose-Hulman's side, so I don't think that was good.
You know, you'd think you'd send 2 to Coach Sakasitz's side because he's bigger. And that way, if you need to, hold him back a little bit. He generally doesn't get very fired up, but I don't think they're going to call a balk here.
And if they did, why would the discussion be on the Earlham side, not on the Rose-Hulman side?
Exactly.
I didn't see what they're gesturing at, but it seemed like there was maybe something non-baseball related that made him adjust.
My theory is I think the home plate umpire may have indicated that the pitch clock, he needed to have that pitch clock restarted, and then Reeves reacted to it.
Yeah.
And that was where that miscommunication was. So apparently, I don't know if everybody's satisfied, but we're ready to go.
I think that sounds great. Whether it's true or not, let's go with that.
I like it. It sounded pretty good to me. Jimenez will step to the plate. 267 on the year. That one down the line. That'll be a fair ball. Jeffries rounding second. He'll head to third. Takahashi in the corner comes up with it. It'll be a double for Jimenez. And now runners at second and third here in the first inning for Earlham. Well, they're coming out swinging the bat, aren't they? Here's Rother. Rother 386 on the year, 9 home runs and 45 runs driven in. Kind of feel this guy is due. He's been quiet in this tournament. Not that he's had a chance to get a big hit or so here, but he's just due. There's a line drive and dropped by the shortstop Hines. Recovers in time and he'll get the out at first. Great job by Hines. He missed time to jump and he's a little shaken up as well, so we got another delay.
Let's see. Yeah, I think he got hit. Maybe it glanced off the glove and
yeah, hit him in the throat, huh?
Neck. Oof.
Well, as Casey Stengel used to say, rub some dirt in it. Let's keep playing.
Tough to do that with a neck, but
well, 2 delays already here in the first inning, but that's a big out there for Hines and the Fighting Engineers. That'll bring up McFarland to Jackson, 320 on the year, 10 home runs and 39 runs driven in. If you're Reeves, you got to be really careful with this guy.
Yeah, and the fact that that was a line drive right at somebody prevented runs from being scored because they assume it's going to get caught, and it almost was. And then by the time it's not caught, you're thrown over to first base.
Well, they're going to make sure McFarland's not going to hurt them because they just intentionally walked him. They'll load the bases. That means a double play opportunity is available here for the Fighting Engineers. Wagster 360, 4 home runs, 29 runs driven in. Swings at the first pitch and fouls it away. By the way, we did get an update moments ago in the softball tournament.
Have they started yet today? Or?
They finally got going. Earlham leading Transy, top of the third, 6-0. Earlham, by the way, not the number 1 seed in that tournament. Pitches up high.
Wagster last night, 1 for 4, a strikeout.
There is a little rumor that game was delayed because Coach Myers needed to get up and go get something to eat. But they're back playing. Here's the 1-1, swing and a miss. One ball and 2 strikes now to Wagster. Quakers trying to get out on top quickly.
Well,
1-2 pitch. Got him looking.
I was just going to say, as you know, I did just eat lunch, so by about like maybe the 8th or 9th inning, maybe I'll be ready to
feel ready to go.
Yeah.
So you're just doing this part out of the kindness of your heart.
You know, where else am I going to sit and watch this game besides this booth?
Well, I tell you what, it's a beautiful day. If I had my choice, I'd be down there in the sun.
Took a little stroll in between games.
There you go. Austin Dick, 333 on the year. Pitches a little bit outside. This would be huge if Reeves can get out of this first inning with the bases loaded and not give up a run. The 1-0 pitch. Now here's the scenario. If Rose wins, there will not be a third game today. They cannot play 3 games in one day. So that would move us to Sunday.
Here's the rest of the scenario. Whenever Troy says if ... this weekend, whatever the if is tends to happen. So 98.6% of the time when Troy makes a statement like that.
You can put a wager on it, right? 3 balls, no strikes, nowhere to put Austin Dick. The pitch. Right down the middle for a strike.
Now, if Earlham doesn't get out of here with any offense or any runs crossing home plate, then suddenly that balk that, was a little bit controversial, didn't get called, meant something.
Line drive into right field. Pipkins reaching up and makes the catch, and the Quakers leave the bases loaded in the top of the first after half inning of play. No score.
Electric Incorporated provides professional commercial electrical contractor services to Indianapolis and surrounding communities. Locally owned and operated for over 30 years, our knowledge and experience make us the perfect choice for all your commercial electrical contractor needs. Contact us today.
I chose Franklin because of the location, the community that I felt from when I visited, and I was also given the opportunity to play on the tennis team here. I've been able to complete 2 internships. I was able to go to Arizona and study under a physical therapist there, and I was able to gain a lot of hands-on healthcare experience. So through that, I felt well prepared when applying to graduate schools. I found my future at Franklin College.
You want more than just a degree. You want a place where professors know your name and small classes become big opportunities. At Franklin College, 100% of first-year full-time students receive financial aid. Choose from over 50 majors with a 12-to-1 student-faculty ratio. Gain real-world experience through internships, research, and digital fluency skills that prepare you for life after graduation. All on a 207-acre campus just 30 minutes from Indianapolis. Find your future at franklincollege.edu.
Well, Casey Blevins will go for the Quakers. He is, in fact, one of their top starters. We talked about that a little bit ago, making his now 11th appearance, 9th start, 46 2/3 innings, which is third on the team. He's given up 54 hits, 26 runs, 18 earned, 30 strikeouts, 14 walks. Comes in with a 4-1 record with an ERA 3.47. And opposing teams hitting him at a 286 clip. And he will be facing Jackson Summers to lead things off for the Fighting Engineers. Summers big in the win over Hanover this morning. And the pitch by Blevins, swing and a miss.
You mentioned these brown uniforms, Troy, for Earlham. I kind of like the pinstripes.
They will probably, and I would say this is pretty accurate, they probably have more combinations than anybody's. That pitch is outside.
Well, I noticed, I mean, it's not really their colors, right?
No.
Minor detail.
Bunted foul. Yeah, the gold in the pinstripe is. The brown is not. Usually it's a maroon, but yeah, and that's what we like to. You can really see those numbers. I only wish we were doing basketball because that would make it so much more pleasant. But they are sharp. Breaking pitch, a little bit high. By the way, Blevins, a 5'9", 170-pound sophomore, played his high school baseball right there in the hometown of Richmond. This one hit high in the air. Barnett going out, and he drops it. I'm wondering if he heard Jimenez coming and he just took his eye off it at the last second. First error of the ball game.
We've had so many of those in the past 3 days.
Here's Pipkins.
We've certainly had wind, so that doesn't help.
And it is blowing a little harder today than it certainly did yesterday, though we had all that rain throughout the day. But, yeah, the wind has picked up quite a bit here this afternoon.
By the way, Pipkins moves up from 3 to 2 in the order. We'll say something about that in a minute.
There's a called strike.
So it used to be kind of well agreed upon your best hitter was your number 3 hitter, you know? So it's a gesture of respect to be in the 3-hole. Then there was a movement to move that up to like 2 and 1, your best hitters. The idea being, you know, you want to maximize the number of at-bats that they get to have. But that seems to have cooled and seem to be more back to the traditional.
Here is Mason Rasmussen, who moved up in the order as well, and we know he's a free swinger. By the way, Wagster making the out of Pipkins for 1 away. So Mason steps up with 1 out. Runner at first is Summers. The pitch by Blevins is a called strike.
That movement from, you know, 3 and 4 hole type guys up to 1 and 2 was part of the whole analytics craze, which is still very much a part of professional sports. But there tends to be like an initial overreaction and then kind of a swing back to reality, and then like maybe that wasn't the most insightful observation of all time. The traditional idea, obviously, being you want, you know, 1 and 2 hole guys who are going to get on, and then you want 3 and 4 hole guys who are going to hit them in.
This game changes a lot, doesn't it? Here's the 0-2. Hit foul.
That might be it, too. Sometimes we just get bored, and we're like, oh, we're going to come up with a new idea.
Baseball, again, is the one sport that has so many different statistical categories. Have you ever looked, and I know you have, you ever look at some of these stats, and you just go, what in the world are we doing?
The only stat that I pay attention to is RBIs.
I know you do now. You didn't before, but you do now. And they're not, by the way, they're not even all on here. Over the middle, and it's going to be knocked down by Blevins. His only play will be at first, and he'll make the out there. Summers advances to second.
And runs scored. Runs scored is the other one that I pay attention to.
Here is Connor O'Connell, the veteran third baseman.
No, I don't even know what a lot of that stuff means anymore because I don't really approach the game from an analytical standpoint, which isn't to dismiss that standpoint, but
it's not high on your priority list, is it? Well, when you start doing the whole, I understand slugging percentages, and I understand, but they keep adding categories.
You're right, exactly.
You got the OPS. And
you were explaining whip yesterday. I was like, huh.
Yeah.
I didn't know what that was.
I'm not even sure I knew what it was, and even I was trying to explain it. Blevins checking the runner at second. Pitch low and inside. That's what a runner, or at least base runner like Summers, can do. He can take your concentration away. This is still not a team that steals a lot, as we know Rose-Hulman, but Summers dancing around out there got the attention of Blevins, and he missed badly with a pitch. Look at this. Long look.
Ooh, he's going to throw it, too. Someday when I'm the Yankees color broadcaster and I study all those acronyms up, I'll give you a call and let you know what they mean.
You want to hurry? If you don't mind, anyway. 2-0 pitch on the way is low outside.
In the meantime, my day job gets in the way. So
it does, yeah. Yeah, and you don't want to move to New York anyway. 3 balls and no strikes now to O'Connell. The pitch. Lost him. So runners at first and second. That'll bring up Jackson Harms.
You know, here's a meaningful distinction. I do think it made sense. It used to be batting average was like the most important thing in the world, and now it really has transitioned in a long-term way. Like, what's your on-base percentage, right?
Yeah.
It's like that factors in the player who gets walked.
No balls and a strike now to Harms. Runners at first and second here in the bottom of the first. Blevins' pitch. And that'll run the count 0-2.
It's like in basketball, they decided that the mid-range jump shot was so bad, you know. But now it seems to be like kind of swinging back a little bit.
I hope so.
If you watch the Pacers play, they shoot mid-range shots all the time.
The 0-2. Ooh. Well, I don't know why the mid-range even left. If you watch the NBA, there's so many mid-range jumpers open that they just refuse to take them. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 away. Hit foul.
The general idea is, you know, that in terms of return on investment, those are highest with basically dunks or layups and three-pointers. But, you know, the reality of a shot clock is sometimes you got to get a shot off.
Yeah. This one hit into right field. Coming on is Duncan, and he almost overran it the opposite way. Nothing there for Rose-Hulman after 1, no score.
This is LifeWise Academy. It's a program that teaches Bible-based character education to public school students during school hours. Not before school and not after, but during school hours.
So here's how this works. The students will leave this school building, hop on this bus, take a short ride across the street to the church. I can see the steeple from here, have Bible class, hop back on the bus, head back to school. It's that simple.
Go to lifewise.org to find your school.
April 3rd, 1974, just before 4 p.m., a violent tornado ripped through a significant portion of the Hanover College campus. The storm was part of the heavily wooded area.
Gearing up now for inning number 2, brought to you by Oscar Pizza. It'll be Barnett, Duncan, and Stratton. By the way, Earlham is the number 1 seed in the tournament. They are now the visiting team in this game. Second time we've seen it happen in this format where the higher seed is the visiting team.
Go to explain why.
I don't
Trey.
know. I wish I knew.
Oh.
I really have no clue. Here's the pitch. Hit foul. Barnett, 330 on the year, home run, 18 runs driven in. Quakers left the bases loaded in the first. Fly ball to right field. Pipkins toward the line. He'll make the catch, 1 away. Here's Duncan. Duncan generally is in the number 9 hole when Rick is pitching, but now Duncan moves to the number 8 with Stratton getting the assignment behind the plate.
Talked about that. Stratton's a solid defensive catcher, but doesn't have very many at-bats this season.
Ground ball right side, diving. Furtado, they throw to first, and they got him by just a step. Great play. 2 away, here's Stratton.
Still looking for his first hit of the season is Stratton, but then again he hasn't been, in the lineup that often.
Reeves working from the stretch. Well, this is hit high in the air. Takahashi shading his eyes, and he makes the catch at a 1-2-3 inning for Reeves. And the Fighting Engineers, we head to the bottom of the second, still no score.
Poached egg on avocado toast.
Ew.
Your flash fried porgy over chips.
Ew.
Your fresh Maine lobster with microgreens.
When the only thing your 8-year-old will eat is waffles.
She's fine. She's fine.
Your waffles, milady.
It matters where you stay.
Yum.
Enjoy.
Thank you.
Hampton by Hilton. Hilton for the stay.
My professional learning community class traveled to Timbercrest, which is a senior living community, and we talked to retired teachers that are actually Manchester University alum.
We had the opportunity to interview Bud Tully, who is a former teacher from here in the community who worked in Manchester schools and in Wabash schools.
One of the things that I took away from the conversation with him was to always try to have fun in your classrooms.
And it really put it into perspective about different ways we can interact with our students as we go into this profession and what ways we can make learning fun.
The person I interviewed said that when you're a teacher, always be prepared for everything. Over-preparing is better than under-preparing. He also said, don't be afraid because you can't change everything. You can at least change one thing, and that's enough.
An interesting thing that my interviewee talked about was that she was married when she got here, and she came in as a 41-year-old college student. She originally went to Puerto Rico to teach, and then her and her husband came back here to finish their degrees.
Back here in Kokomo as we move to the bottom of the second, brought to you by Oscar Pizza. It's Hines Erickson leading things off. Each team has left runners in scoring position. Hines in the number 6 hole here in the second game of the day for the Fighting Engineers. First pitch knocked down by Dick. He's going to have to hurry, no play. Base hit by Hines. Here's Erickson. This season, Earlham took both games from Rose-Hulman, 6-5 and 15-2 in 8 innings. Rose-Hulman the number 3 seed, Earlham the number 1 seed. They're hoping again with this game that Rose-Hulman could be the spoiler and send the Quakers home early. 1 ball, no strikes. Pitch outside. 2 balls, no strikes. Joel Neville is on deck. Down the line, foul. By the way, there is a fan or 2 fans that sit down the line, and when there's a ball available, they do the smart thing. They go get that baseball.
But they didn't tackle any children to get it.
No. In fact, well, I was a little disappointed with that guy's effort. He didn't even go after the ball there. The 2-1 pitch. Strike 2. Well, the one benefit you would have today, there's no really kids around. Well, I guess there's some down in the playground. They don't care. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Ground ball to the second baseman. Jeffries, he let it get through. Second error on the Quakers. Runners at first and third. Earlham, by the way, is not one of the better fielding teams in this tournament.
Or on the season as a whole.
Exactly.
7th in the conference, overall fielding stats.
Joe Neville getting the start as the designated hitter. He's at 205 on the year, just 4 RBI. Chance to get number 5 right here. Pitch in there for a called strike. Rose-Hulman, and they're hoping to spend another night here in Kokomo and play tomorrow. Check swing. Oh, and 2 now to Neville. Furtado's on deck. The pitch by Blevins got him. Now it sets up a potential double play. Furtado is a hitter that's around the 200 mark, but the thing is he does make contact. Doesn't generally strike out a lot here in the number 9 spot, as he'll take that one for a strike. Great chance again here for the Fighting Engineers. They had a runner in scoring position in the first inning. Have another one here in the second. The pitch. Check swing, and he went around. Time to shorten up here if you're Furtado. Blevins will come set. The pitch. Got him looking. Back-to-back strikeouts of Neville and Furtado, and that'll bring up Summers at the top of the order. Summers reached on an error in the first inning, that error on the shortstop Barnett. So Barnett and Jeffries both with errors in this game.
We talked about how Earlham is using a backup catcher. At some point, I would think about testing his arm.
Yeah. There's the strike.
Maybe you don't want to take the bat out of Summers' hand when you've got a runner at third.
A little outside. Count is even at 1 ball and 1 strike. Two and 1. The 2-1 pitch hit well into left field. Wagster going back on it, and he will not get to it. A home run by Summers. And the Fighting Engineers, a 3-run shot, get on the board and lead this one 3-0. Blevins leaving that one out over the plate.
One of the things I talked about is that this is a veteran group for Rose-Hulman. And, of course, you give them a lead, longer they have that lead, the more they're going to believe in that lead.
That's pitched by Blevins outside. Pipkin's 0 for 1.
Summers' fourth home run of the year.
Two balls, no strikes. I will guarantee you this, that Earlham won't wait a whole long time if Blevins struggles. They can't afford to. There's a strike. The 2-1 pitch hit well down the line, but foul. So right now, Rose-Hulman seeing the baseball pretty well. Fly ball center field. Jimenez is there, but the 3-run home run by Summers. Fighting Engineers on top, 3-0.
Are you ready?
To climb higher. At Mount St. Joseph University, we think you are. With new state-of-the-art facilities, expert coaches and mentors, our top-ranked teams will provide the perfect challenge to test your skills.
But it's not just about winning.
It's about becoming the best version of yourself.
That's what we're all about.
Here at the Mount.
It starts in the classroom, but it doesn't end there. You ask the right question, and suddenly, you're in the room, hands-on, with people who do this for real. Your professors have your back, your ideas matter. This isn't just class credit, this is career fuel. This is how you level up. This is how you rise to new heights.
Well, Mr. Reeves has a 3-run cushion as we head to the third. It'll be Jeffries, Jimenez, and Rotherall due up. The home run by Summers. The big difference in this one, Quakers had the bases loaded back in the first inning. They came up empty. Jeffries got it started with a base hit. Quakers hoping to get their offense going. They'd love to get Reeves out and get to that bullpen if they can. Ground ball up the middle. Hines, low throw and unable to dig it out is Erickson, and that could be a throwing error by Hines. Here's Jimenez. So the first error of the ball game on Hines, and Jimenez doubled his first time up. The stretch by Reeves. Here's the pitch. Called strike. The stretch by Reeves. way outside. Evens the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. Jonathan came into this game at 267 on the year. Really not the kind of numbers when you look across the board that scare you too much as a pitcher, but Jimenez does make contact. Stretch by Reeves. Just outside. Rose-Hulman got in the last game against Hanover, got excellent bullpen help, got him to this stage. Thanks to Brad Nardi. With plenty of sunshine today, we love it. The wind is, well, could be a factor at some point here today. Here's the 2-1 pitch, called strike 2. You know, as Earlham, when you look at this team as a hitting team, and again, a lot of power. They can steal bases. Their pitching has really been probably their biggest staple. That's fouled away. But the one thing about it is you start looking at their numbers as a whole, as a hitting team, they're still not one of the top 3 or 4 teams, are they?
No, they're not. And their pitching is consistent, it's reliable, but it's not overwhelming.
Throw down to second, stolen base. That ball gets into center field, so Jeffries gets the stolen base.
It's not the kind of pitching where you just throw a guy out there and you expect him to dominate.
Right. 3 balls and 2 strikes now to Jimenez. Yeah, and certainly we don't take anything away from what they have done this year, because they put up some pretty good numbers after missing the tournament over the last couple of years. Swing and a miss. Big strike out of Jimenez. There's one away, and here's Rother. But they are 5th in the conference in overall batting average. They are 2nd in home runs with 45. The 328 runs they have scored is tied for 3rd. Rose-Hulman has scored 328 runs this year themselves, and they're not a power hitting team at all. That one's down the line. Let's see if it stays fair, and this one is gone. Rother, a 2-run shot, and it's now 3-2.
It's another thing you manifested, Troy. You said he was due earlier in the game.
It was a burning in my bosom is what it was. I mean, he just had been so quiet. That is, by the way, I think his 10th home run of the year. It's 3-2. Got a brand new ball game.
Just gotta look at it. Just inside that left field foul pole. We were making up numbers the other night, so let's say that was 348.
You're really good at that. I mean, making up numbers. Pitch is a little outside. 1 ball, no strikes. McFarland is another guy that can hit the long ball, and he's got the wind to help him out a little bit. It continues to swirl from left to right, but right now it is almost, well, it goes back to right field. So I guess it depends on what moment you're at in the pitch where that wind will be blowing.
Jerry must still be working on that graphic for the distance.
Yeah. Two balls and a strike. Check swing. Did he go around? No.
Ooh. Generous.
3 balls and a strike. Now the 3-1. Here's Wagster. Farland's been on base both times, one intentional walk, and then that walk right there. Wagster caught looking in the first inning. Well, the Quakers offensively quiet last night, quiet today until the Rother 2-run home run. There's a called strike. Mentioned Reeves, only 2 walks so far this year, so he's always around the plate. Runner takes off. This one hit into left field. That's going to fall down for a base hit. Takahashi did a great job of bluffing that he was going to make the catch, holding McFarland at second. And here's Dick. Now the bats are starting to come alive here for Earlham, and we may see a change. Or they're at least going to get the bullpen going for Rose-Hulman. Coach Rosen looked down into the bullpen, and he's going to get, looks like number 45 is up and ready to warm up. That is Alex Powers. Pitching-wise, this is a Rose-Hulman team right in the middle of the pack. They were number 5 in the conference this year.
And at this point in the week, pretty depleted.
Yeah.
Not a lot of options over there.
They were last, tied with Franklin in home runs given up at 37. Quakers starting to feel a little better about their offense. Dick lined out his last time up. The pitch by Reeves. Breaking ball, swing and a miss. The stretch by Reeves, and the pitch, he shows bunt, and he fouls it away. 0-2.
Pitch was high. He tried to adjust the bat and get it anyway. Probably should have just pulled the bat back.
By the way, on the softball side, Earlham blanks Transylvania 10-0. Oh-2 pitch outside. Bluffton will play Transylvania at 3. This one hit foul. Earlham is the number 4 seed in that tournament. Pitch up high. Franklin was the number 1 seed. Mount St. Joseph, who made an early exit, they were the number 2 seed. Got him looking. Second time a Quaker hitter's been caught looking there today. Flew out to right field in the second inning. Reeves' pitch outside. Pitch hit into center field. Summers going back on it. He won't get to this one. 1 run will score. 2 runs will score. Heading to third, Barnett with a triple. That ball just kept carrying. Again, the wind is picked up here at Kokomo Municipal Stadium, and that certainly did help.
Barnett's third triple of the season.
And just like that, Earlham has taken a 4-3 lead, their 5th hit of the ball game. 2 extra base hits now here in the 3rd inning. Here's Duncan, he is 0 for 1. He'll squeeze, and the run scored. Keith Myers would be a happy man. We've seen 2 successful suicide squeezes.
And that one comes with 2 outs, which means it's pretty much got to be a perfect bunt, and it was.
Here's Tyson Stratton. Yeah, take another look at it. He doesn't even indicate until the very end.
Yeah, third baseman playing back. It's O'Connell. No chance.
Stratton 0 for 1. Reeves right now on a short leash. Ground ball to O'Connell at 3rd. Throw to first in time. Damage already done. Quakers get 5. We head to the 4th. Or I should say bottom of the 3rd. Earlham leads at 5-3.
After the Marine Corps, I was diagnosed with PTSD and became homeless for 15 years. Like a hermit living on the street, I just existed. I came to Wheeler Mission. Wheeler operates on a culture of kindness. Going through their programs reminded me that my meaning in life is to serve God. God set me free from anxiety and depression. Before Wheeler, I just existed, but today I live.
My name understand that.
Mason Rasmussen will lead things off for the Fighting Engineers as we head to the bottom of the 3rd. Big half inning there for the Quakers, leading it now 5-3. We may not see Reeves come back out, the right-hander that was throwing in the bullpen for Rose-Hulman. Looks like he is ready to go. And that one hit well into left field, base hit. Rasmussen, we know he loves to hit that first pitch if possible. And he ripped that one for a single, and here's O'Connell. Base, I should say, a walk in the first inning for O'Connell after the base hit by Rasmussen. This one hit down the line. That'll be a fair ball. Extra bases for O'Connell again. Heading to 3rd is Rasmussen. Stand-up double for O'Connell. Great start for the Fighting Engineers here in the bottom of the 3rd.
That's O'Connell's 3rd double today.
And here is Jackson Harms. Well, Blevins is certainly thankful for the run support, but he is not fooling Rose-Hulman in the pitching department so far. And we'll have a visit to the mound.
Not a lot happening down there in the bullpen.
You know, I just saw a photo of the Kokomo softball complex where they're holding that tournament. It's amazing.
Why do you think Keith chose to do softball this week?
Gets that really cush leather chair that he's sitting in, and they provide him drinks and bring him food. You know, it's bad enough that he's
probably broadcasting the game from a hot tub.
In center field.
Yeah.
Runners now at 2nd and 3rd. Blevins is pitched low for a ball. Here's the 1-0. Lined into left center field. That's a base hit. That's going to score 2. Heading to 2nd, maybe. Nope, he's going to stop. Harms will settle with the base hit, and we're tied at 5 apiece. And they are hitting the ball well off Blevins. Here's Michael Hines. No outs here in the third. Hines singled and scored in the second. A 3-run shot again by Summers.
Now we get some activity down there in the Earlham bullpen.
Pitch outside. You know what that was about?
He didn't write anything down.
Well, that's good. Last umpire had the black book out 3 or 4 times, and we still don't know what he was writing. Breaking ball called strike. Harms with the lead down at first. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball up high. 2 balls and 1 strike. Foul tipped, held on by Stratton. The 2-2 pitch, blown outside, 3-2. Hines will look for something here to drive. You don't want to put 2 runners on with no outs. Erickson is next, the left-handed hitter. Runner takes off, swing and a miss. Throw down is in time.
Strike him out, throw him out.
So the unconventional double play, and that'll bring up Erickson, and, well, that'll take care of an inning quickly.
You know, that was the kind of swing by Hines that is usually designed to protect a base runner. But you don't protect a base runner when you've got 3 balls.
Yeah.
So it was a very bizarre choice.
Slow roller to the second baseman, Jeffries, and just like that, what was a very, very promising inning is over, but the double by O'Connell, the Harms base hit, 2 more runs. We head to the 4th, tied at 5.
As a student at Anderson University, my biggest impact was Tri-S. My first Tri-S trip, I signed up for a trip to South Dakota, and that was my first trip ever going anywhere that was a different culture. So we went to Wounded Knee Reservation, and I always say to students after that trip, I knew that I wanted to explore everywhere, because even though we were in the United States, it felt like a totally different country that we were in. And then I got the travel bug.
I've had the pleasure of going on 3 different Tri-S trips at my time at Anderson. I got to go to Europe with Dr. Stephanie Leiter. We went to Czech Republic, Austria, and Slovakia. Service has always been a really big part of my life. Like growing up, my parents were missionaries, so I've had international experience that way. But it's always different to go by yourself and not with people you may have known your whole life. But you get to live life together in a foreign country, so you're kind of bonded by being in a foreign environment. But you also get to kind of serve out and live out your faith together, which is a very cool experience.
I have been on 2 different Tri-S trips. The first one I had the opportunity of doing was to the Nordic countries with the Anderson University.
Alex Powers was warming up in the bullpen. He's ready to go. here for Rose-Hulman, making his 11th appearance, 18 innings, 18 hits, 13 runs, 11 of those earned. So far this season, 14 strikeouts, 15 walks. 1-1 record with an ERA 5.50 and opposing teams at 265.
Pitched 2 days ago against Franklin, 2 innings, 2 earned runs, 3 walks. It's going to have to be better than that here to keep Rose-Hulman in this baseball game.
Jeffries, Jimenez, and Rother all due up. Rother, of course, hit that big home run in the third. Right now, Rose not going away easily. Tied at 5. Fourth inning brought to you by Hampton Inn of Kokomo. Called strike. Jeffrey singled in the first inning. Reached on an error in the third. He has also scored a run. Breaking pitch up high. Quakers 5 runs in the third. The pitch. Breaking ball. The 1-2 pitch, 2-2. If Earlham wins, we play again. If Rose-Hulman manages to win, we play tomorrow. Two-two pitch, hit foul. And I remind you, and I think I'm pretty sure about this, that if Rose-Hulman wins the first game tomorrow, we'll play another one. We love to spread out our baseball. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Jeffries, a strikeout victim here in the fourth. Here's Jimenez. And that would be, in all intents and purposes, a great story for the Fighting Engineers, that they would come back, not play last night like they were scheduled to do, come back this morning, beat Hanover, knock off Earlham, spend the night, come back tomorrow, and then play for the title. And if they ended up winning the whole thing. That's a base hit. Second hit for Jimenez. Here's Rother. Hit a home run off Jeffries in the third inning. When we watch Rother come to the plate, we generally say he's a big fella. And he can hit it a long way. So for Powers, you'll have to be very careful. Do not leave one out over the plate. Pitches outside. And that's the idea. If you're going to pitch to a power hitter, you either take him high and tight or you go low and away. But don't make that mistake of putting it out over the plate, because that's where they love to see it, like teeing off. Here's the 1-0. And that was almost a teeing off.
It was a pretty good pitch to hit.
Wind continues to pick up, and in fact looks like it might be steady throughout the day. Get the ball up there in the jet stream, and it's going to go a long way. Tag line on, not in time to get Jimenez, and he will run. This Earlham team, one of the top teams in the HCAC in stolen bases. That's what makes it fun when they and Transy get together. You know, it could be a track meet. Runner takes off, pitch low and outside, throw down to second, and I think they got him. I'm not sure how Rasmussen got the ball down there in time.
That was incredible. He was not on balance.
Pitch wasn't a good pitch to handle.
He pitched, he threw that off his back foot.
2 balls and a strike to Rother. 2-2.
Talk about that wind. No disrespect to anything we've seen in the past few days, because these guys for multiple teams have been driving the ball out of this park that's every bit as big of as an MLB park. They have had a good wind going out.
Got him looking. That'll do it for the Quakers in the 4th. We're tied at 5 apiece.
As a student at Anderson University, my biggest impact was Tri-S. My first Tri-S trip, I signed up for a trip to South Dakota. And that was my first trip ever going anywhere that was a different culture. So we went to Wounded Knee Reservation. And I always say to students after that trip, I knew that I wanted to explore everywhere, because even though we were in the United States, it felt like a totally different country that we were in. And then I got the travel bug.
I've had the pleasure of going on 3 different Tri-S trips at my time at Anderson. I got to go to Europe with Dr. Stephanie Leiter. We went to Czech Republic, Austria, and Slovakia. Service has always been a really big part of my life. Like growing up, my parents were missionaries, so I've had international experience that way. But it's always different to go by yourself and not with people you may have known your whole life. But you get to live life together in a foreign country, so you're kind of bonded by being in a foreign environment. But you also get to kind of serve out and live out your faith together, which is a very cool experience.
I have been on 2 different Tri-S trips. The first one I had the opportunity of doing was to the Nordic countries with...
Tied at 5 here in this elimination game. It will be Neville to lead things off here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Neville can't be too happy that the people playing his walk-up song were a little bit late.
His teammates made up for it.
Yeah, they did. The 0-1 pitch, 0-2. Well, Blevins been roughed up the last couple of innings. See if he can come out of this one unscathed. And he does, at least on that at-bat. Neville strikes out for the 2nd time.
If they were late on my walk-up song, you would sing it karaoke, wouldn't you?
Yep. In fact, I would not only sing it, I would open up this window and yell it out to you and ask that you step out of the batter's box until I'm
acknowledge the greatness.
Thank you.
Everyone was witnessing.
There's a called strike. And I would expect everybody in this ballpark to do the same thing.
Thank you.
You're
it's
welcome.
a great compliment.
You're very welcome. Here's the 0-1. 0-2. Furtado caught looking in the 2nd. We had just been informed that we're expecting the wind gusting to around 27 miles an hour this afternoon. Pitch up high. Now that doesn't sound like a whole lot, but it's 70 degrees. That it is a lot when you're talking about baseball, though. You get that ball up there in the air and it's hit well enough, it'll give you some distance. Got him. 4 strikeouts at the bottom of the order now for Rose-Hulman, and that'll bring up Summers. Summers hit that 3-run shot back in the 2nd.
Blevins looks like he's getting sharper, which is a good thing for Earlham.
Rose-Hulman now at the bottom of their order is a combined 0 for 6 with a run. That's hit well in the end of the 5th inning. 6-5 Fighting Engineers.
Electric Incorporated provides professional commercial electrical contractor services to Indianapolis and surrounding communities. Locally owned and operated for over 30 years, our knowledge and experience make us the perfect choice for all your commercial electrical contractor needs. Contact us today.
Founded in 1855 as the South's first interracial and co-educational college, Berea is committed to ensuring that financial barriers never limit a student's potential. For more than 130 years, we've upheld a powerful promise: no student pays tuition. We also cover housing, food, and fees for most students. We've relied primarily on endowment earnings as well as critical government partnerships to make this possible. Federal and state grants provide $6.4 million, about 10% of our annual budget, through Pell Grants, scholarships, and Work Colleges funds. These essential resources support critical student services, including our nationally recognized labor program, where each student gains practical work experience to complement their classroom learning. This support...
Here's Dick, 0 for 2. Austin lined out in the 1st inning, caught looking in the 3rd. Well, we are on a roller coaster in this one for sure, up and down when you consider each team, their ability to score today in bunches.
Certainly a bunting situation, but he looks like he wants to swing.
Yep, pitch inside. Erickson was thinking the same thing, and he hasn't quite given up the idea that Dick may do that exact thing. O'Connell keeping a close eye down at 3rd. Here's the stretch and the pitch. He shows bunt, bunts at 3rd base side, nobody's there. O'Connell late to get to it, and Dick loads the bases here in the 5th inning. And Earlham has done a very good job bunting the baseball today, and here's Barnett. Some of the best bunters you'll see are the ones that they're not going to show it until the last moment. And now Coach Rosen will make his way to the pitcher's mound. There's a right-hander warming up for the Fighting Engineers. Because right now, no outs, and this could be an explosive half inning for Earlham like it was in the 3rd.
Well, it's your
8 feet at a time. They've tied the game now at 6 apiece.
Well, and what saved Rose-Hulman there, well, 2 things. One is it was high enough that you couldn't assume it wasn't going to get caught. It was shallow enough that if it was caught, you could make the throw to home. So they had to kind of stay close to their bases, which allows for only 1 run to score.
Tell you about the new pitcher. We're tied at 6.
At Risk Work, we're Team Indiana through and through, from coaching youth basketball to protecting critical infrastructure. Like our partners at IndianaSRN, we invest in people first. That same grit and leadership on the court drives our work in cybersecurity. We help businesses stay secure, resilient, and ready with no guesswork. If you can trust us to protect the grid, you can surely trust us to protect your Indiana business.
Hanover College is in beautiful Hanover, Indiana. The campus itself sits on 650 acres on the Ohio River. The people at Hanover College are as warm and welcoming as the campus itself.
There are a few things that come to mind to make me excited for students to join the Hanover OTD program. First, students should be excited about Hanover's OTD program because of its unique curriculum. Our OT program is a hybrid program, meaning that students have the flexibility to remain at home during interactive, engaging discussions and travel to campus during certain times of the year to attend intensive lab immersions. Because of the unique structure of our OTD program,
And that is a huge strikeout. And that is a huge strikeout. Now it sets up a potential double play at any base to get out of the inning. Here's Stratton. This would be huge for Rose-Hulman to give up just 1. Orr has been very good out of the bullpen. Pitches outside for a ball.
Orr, by the way, threw 4 1/3 yesterday. He also pitched the day before, but minimally.
And that little sidearm he has is very deceptive. As Stratton,
even in a best case scenario, I don't think you can sort of hope that he finishes this game out. You hope for a couple innings out of him.
another breaking pitch fouled away. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
He threw 48 pitches yesterday.
I'm sure they asked him, can you go today? And most of them will tell you they can, whether they maybe feel good or not. But Orr, a chance to make a difference right here. Back-to-back strikeouts of Duncan and Stratton. Now to the top of the order in Jeffries. Jeffries, 1 for 3 today. Bases remain loaded. McFarland, the only one to score so far here in the 5th. But Jeffries, very dangerous leadoff hitter. Here's the pitch. It jams him, and he fouls it away.
And if Orr can get out of here without conceding any runs, and that's just an incredible job.
Wagster at third, Dick at second, Barnett at first. Down the line, that'll be fair. 1 run will score. 2 runs will score. They're going to try to clear him. They'll wave the runner. Here's the relay, not in time. And a 3-run double by Jeffries. And Earlham capitalizes here in the 5th inning. Four runs across, and the Quakers now lead it 9-6.
Jeffries now 2 for 4, 3 RBI. I said it your way that time.
Thank you. Here's Jimenez. Boy, after getting the back-to-back strikeouts, a big hit by Jeffries and a throw down to second. You can kind of tell, and maybe I'm just speculating here and making this up, but you kind of tell the pitching is getting a little weaker because they've had to pitch before, and just I think from a stamina standpoint, and a lot of them aren't used to pitching. I mean, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Just not in their usual schedule. 1-0 pitch.
This is Rose-Hulman's, 4th game in this tournament?
Yeah, this will be game number 4. They played twice on Thursday. They played yesterday. Swing and a miss.
Yeah, it's their 5th game in this tournament.
1, 2, 3.
And in order to win it, they would have to play 2 more.
They'd have to, if they win this one, then they'd have to win game 1 tomorrow, and then they'd have to turn around and win game 2 tomorrow.
Right. Yeah. So if that were to happen, chances aren't great. But
no. Got him looking. Well, Orr struck out the side, but the big hit by Jeffries puts 4 on the board here in the 5th. Earlham leads at 9-6.
This is LifeWise Academy. It's a program that teaches Bible-based character education to public school students during school hours. Not before school and not after, but during school hours. So here's how this works. The students will leave this school building, hop on this bus, take a short ride across the street to the church. I can see the steeple from here, have Bible class, hop back on the bus, head back to school. It's that simple. Go to lifewise.org to find your school.
The Discovery Program was designed for students coming out of high school who show academic potential and maybe they don't meet one of our initial admissions requirements here. So the program is designed for these students to have extra tools for success, such as skills building classes as well as access to our Learning Resource Center. There's 3 different admissions requirements for the program. The first thing that we're going to need is an essay. This is just explaining why you think you'll be successful here at Bluffton University in our Discovery Program. There's no word count, no format or anything, just you explaining why you'll be successful here. The second thing we'll need is a recommendation form. This is just a form that I email to you.
Well, Blevins will get a little bit of a cushion with a 3-run lead. That doesn't mean a whole lot in this game so far, as O'Connell will lead things off here in the bottom of the 5th inning, brought to you by Reynolds Farm Equipment. O'Connell doubled in the 3rd. 1 for 1 today with a walk. And the pitch by Blevins is hit foul.
And as we've talked about pitching strategy all weekend, that inning for Earlham does change the way you think about Blevins. Now you're up 3. Now as long as he doesn't, have a really bad inning or whatever, now you want to take him as deep into this game as you can get away with.
By the way, that, I believe, he said a ball to the batter. And does that mean he warned Blevins before about trying to quick pitch?
No. Is that what it was?
Yeah.
No, I thought it was like a, it's a good question.
I thought that you got to give the hitter time to get set, and I think Blevins is ready to throw before he was ready to go. Is that right?
Say that again, Jerry. Huh. What?
No eye contact with who?
The catcher, the umpire?
3 balls and a strike.
I wondered if he just stepped off the. Yeah, which is what Troy was saying.
So a walk to O'Connell.
Yeah.
Here's Harms.
So it was a quick pitching issue.
Yeah. Yeah, you're hoping as a pitcher to keep this rhythm going, and if that hitter's not ready, I'm ready to go, but you can't do that in baseball anymore. Harms has a base hit in the 3rd, and there's a called strike. And again, when that happens, I think you get a warning first. So he must have warned him once before. And that's why he was awarded a ball. Pitch is outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. You're talking about being an umpire these days, the pitch high and outside. It's amazing, and even in basketball, every year they send you, or every other year they send you the case book, the record book, and all this other stuff. It is so thick now that you almost have to have a PhD to get through it. This one hit well into left field. Wagster makes the catch. O'Connell back to first. There's 1 away. And here is Michael Hines.
So one of the difficult aspects of officiating is, whatever percentage of it, 90% or whatever, is just very standard stuff. Right. But then there are these obscure situations that come up once a season or once every 3 years.
I'm going to ask you a question, and I want to get your honest opinion. As Blevins sent to throw now to Hines. Do you believe the reason why, again, the abuse that officials get, especially in basketball, but do you believe the abuse that we get isn't so much why we're not getting officials, but when you tell people, listen, here's what you got to do, shows bunt, and then they send you all that, and you go, you want me to read all of this and study all this and pass this test and all, and yet.
So I think the question that I hear you asking is
this one hit into right center field. We'll get to your point in a moment. O'Connell around second. He's going to score as that ball bounces around in right center field, and all of a sudden it's 9-7.
You didn't think Rose-Hulman was done, did you?
No, not at all. Second hit by Hines.
I think what I hear you asking is the obscurity and the complexity of the rules a deterrent for officiating?
Yeah. Have we made it to the point where it's too hard to really understand this game, which I thought in basketball is supposed to be simpler than that?
Relatively simple. Yeah, I think probably by the time you get to that complexity, you're already far enough in that you're going to work.
Right. This one hit in about the same place, base hit. Hines rounding third, he will score, and all of a sudden it's 9-8.
Here's what I'll say from my perspective of having done it that I did not understand when I initially got in. And my experience of it was overwhelmingly positive. I really enjoyed officiating, and I enjoyed what went into the officiating.
Well, you think about that. Blevins done for the day. We'll come back, tell you about the new Earlham pitcher. It's 9-8 your score.
Poached egg on avocado toast.
Ew.
Your flash fried porgy over chips.
Ew.
Your fresh main lobster with microgreens.
When the only thing your 8-year-old will eat is waffles.
She's fine. She's fine. Your waffles, milady.
It matters where you stay.
Yum.
Enjoy.
Thank you.
Hampton by Hilton. Hilton for the stay.
Hayden Scalf will be the new Earlham pitcher. This guy has been in the bullpen. He's also been a starter this year. The new hitter will be Javier Rodriguez. He'll be hitting in the place of Neville. First time we've seen Rodriguez in the tournament. Takes that pitch high and tight for ball one.
Talking about all that goes into officiating, and I think what was surprising to me was, you take that test, it's relatively easy to get licensed.
Yeah.
And then you start, trying to figure out how to get games. You have to develop some relationship with schools or assigners. You realize that the most efficient way to do that is to get involved in associations. So you start going to association meetings. You start realizing at the association meetings how much rule book study is important. And then you get through a season and they want you to go to off-season stuff to develop. And it does make you respect that there are a lot of officials who put a lot of effort into this. But my experience of it was like, this is a part-time job that I'm doing on top of my regular job, and that's how it is for most officials, by the way. And so there is a lot that goes into it that you don't necessarily see or expect if you haven't actually done the work.
I agree. And I still believe we've just gotten so bogged down with so many rules and all of that it's kind of taken it away a lot. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Rodriguez. Got him looking. Good pitch by Scalf.
And I don't think that's just sports. I mean, try to figure out how to get something fixed with your phone company or energy company. It's like we have figured out how to bury our answers in the small print, and it is very, very challenging to get to the bottom of whatever the situation is. And officials we've seen today, literally today, have to kind of you got to figure out like the bottom of the rule book to even know how to deal with the situation.
Very true. 1 ball, no strikes to Furtado. He has struck out. By the way, the bottom of the order has struck out 5 times today for the Fighting Engineers. 3 in the number 8 hole, twice in the number 9 hole. But Rose-Hulman just keeps chipping away. 9-8 your score.
Like, here's an example, Troy.
Wild pitch.
Like, hypothetically, let's say you're an umpire and the ball hits you in fair territory as you're calling foul. Can you fix that? Can you fix that according to the rules?
Okay, so like what we saw earlier.
Just hypothetically.
Oh, hypothetically. Can I fix that? No.
You can't. We just saw it.
Yeah.
You can't fix it. If he calls foul, it's foul.
The 2-1 pitch hit well into center field. Jimenez back on it, makes the catch. The threat is over, but Rose-Hulman picks up 2 more runs. We head to the 6th inning, 9-8 Earlham.
I chose Franklin College because as soon as I came on campus and I was here for a tour, I just fell in love with the atmosphere, the culture, and the community that exists here. It is literally unlike anything that I've ever seen or witnessed before. Something that Franklin College has really blessed me with is just an amazing group of people to call my own. Just a community that I belong to. My name is Maddie, and I found my future at Franklin College.
Well, Tyler Orr back in as we move to the bottom half. Take that back. We're at the top half. Of the 6th inning for Earlham. 9 runs, 12 hits. Rose-Hulman, 8 runs, 9 hits. We've had a combined 21 hits, 3 errors, 17 runs, and nothing has been decided yet. And we're just now getting to the 6th inning. Rother leads things off. Rother had a home run in the 3rd. There's a called strike. Transy, if they play today, they're hoping that this game goes 3 hours and 38 minutes. Because Earlham is going to use a whole lot of energy, not only in pitching, but their position players to get through this game. And the longer they play, the better it is for them. 2 balls and a strike. The 2-1 pitch. That caught a piece of Rasmussen. Mason's looking around like, what am I doing here? Must have caught him on the inside part of his left leg, it looks like. There is a little bit of sympathy between the umpire and the catcher because they're both back there exposed to a foul ball, and each of them have been hit over the years, I'm sure, more than once. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Got him looking. Rother struck out twice looking. 1 away, and here's McFarland. McFarland 1 for 1 today, couple of walks. He's also scored twice. Pitch outside, ball 1. Inning number 6 brought to you by Jimmy John's. They provided lunch for us here today. Foul tipped, held on by Rasmussen. Now the 1-1. Low and inside, 2 balls and a strike. Here's your 2-1 pitch. Just outside. Awful close. 3-1. Now the 3-1. Three balls and 2 strikes. McFarland, dangerous left-handed hitter. The pitch by Orr. Got him in another off-speed pitch. 3 straight strikeouts for Orr. He is, since he came into the lineup, has now struck out 5 Earlham players. Here's Wagster.
And I was looking because he gave up some runs after he entered, but none of those were his runs. Those were all Powers runs.
Wagster, a couple of base hits, couple of runs scored. Pitch in there for a called strike. The number 1 and the number 3 seeded teams trying to advance. Pitch up high. Knowing what's on the line, you could see, again, from now on, a lot of changes the rest of the way. Now the 1-1 pitch. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Been a while since Earlham has been in this position as a baseball program. Here's the 1-2. Popped up, and that'll go out of play. So their tournament experience isn't exactly what you see with Rose-Hulman. Though they had an incredible regular season, I'm sure for them it would be disappointing not to get at least a shot at the championship. Now the 1-2 pitch. Popped him up. Takahashi battling that wind and the sky, makes the catch. A 1-2-3 inning here in the 6th. 9-8 Earlham.
During Army basic training, I found out I had 7 herniated discs. Prescription pain medication led me to a heroin addiction. I entered Wheeler's program and learned life on God's terms.
After meeting Greg, I was so impressed, I hired him. When you change that one life, it makes it all worthwhile.
Now, I have a family, house, and a job that I love. At Wheeler, you can have something everlasting.
This summer, I completed an internship at Speedway Indoor Karting, also known as SIK, and this was my 3rd summer with them as an intern. It's literally just a few minutes right down the road from Indianapolis Motor Speedway, which is where the Indy 500 takes place. One of my favorite things about the internship was that the director of engagement allowed me to focus more on the things that I wanted to look into. So as the summers began going by, I realized that marketing was kind of where I wanted to end up, customer service, communications, that type of stuff, which is why I ended up deciding, we narrowed down my position to becoming the marketing intern. And so a lot of my day-to-day now, my main focus is social media. So I run SIK's LinkedIn, Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook. I deal with customer service through that. I also make all of the social media posts. I create the content calendar for the entire year. And then I also work from home for them during the school year. So I work from Manchester. This internship allowed me to build my resume, experience things that.
Jackson Summers will lead things off. He's had an incredible game today. 2 for 3. He's driven in 3, had a home run back in the 2nd inning. That was a 3-run shot. first look at Hayden Scalf today as the pitch is up high for a ball. Fly ball, right field. Duncan started back, comes in, makes the catch, one away. Here's Pipkins. Pipkins 1 for 3, had a double in the fourth. High chopper, left side, charging third baseman Dick, throw to first. 2 quick outs here in the 6th inning. Here's Rasmussen. That's one of those balls that come off that turf and you just can't wait for it to come back down. It seems like it hangs up there forever.
So one of the things they did here, and I didn't notice this until now, is they made their early part of their lineup righty, lefty,
Yeah.
so you couldn't sort of easily manipulate with pitching combinations.
Yeah, that's a really good point. Pitch inside. The 1-1 pitch. High chopper. Once again, Dick charging and the easy throw. 1, 2, 3 inning. Just like that. We head to the 7th. 9-8 Earlham.
This is the hotel breakfast.
It looked different online.
Do you children like eggs? Here, they make your bones grow.
It'll be fine. It's gonna be fine.
All right, guys. Look alive. Is it fine, Daryl?
I'm starving.
When free hot breakfast can make or break your day, it matters where you stay.
Go get 'em.
Hampton by Hilton. Hilton for the stay.
To cross throughout this program.
Welcome back to Kokomo Municipal Stadium. We're in the seventh inning, brought to you by Wheeler Mission. Dick, Barnett, and Duncan all do up for the Quakers, leading it by a single run. High-scoring affair here in this elimination game. Earlham scored 5 in the 3rd, 4 more in the 5th. They like scoring runs in bunches today for sure, where Rose-Hulman has really spread things out a little bit. And Tyler Orr has been very effective out of the bullpen. They had Brad Nardi earlier. He was able to get the win in the other elimination game, and now Tyler Orr hoping to continue here in the 2nd elimination game. The 0-1 pitch hit foul. We could not have asked for a better day weather-wise. We've had kind of rough weather in the first 2 days of this tournament, but today it is an absolutely beautiful day. The 0-2 pitch popped up right side. Erickson in foul territory has to battle that high sky and make the catch, 1 away. It certainly is what we would call it. The right-hander Orr set to throw, and the little sidearm action is outside for a ball. The 1-0 pitch, once again lifted high in the air to the right, and they'll run out of room as Erickson sprinting down the right side to try to make an effort there. Count even at 1 ball and 1 strike. Coming into this one here, we knew that this could be this type of game. I really didn't believe it'd be this high scoring, but we knew Rose-Hulman wasn't going to go away. They're the kind of team that will just kind of nitpick at you the whole way until they beat you. Ground ball, diving. O'Connell can't get to it. 1 out single by Barnett. That'll bring up Duncan.
If you don't believe us, just ask Anderson or Hanover.
Exactly. You might think that, hey, we got a 3-4 run lead, and then you look back up and you're only up by 1, or they've come back to take the lead. Duncan 1 for 3, caught looking his last time up. This is his second go-around against the right-hander Orr, who came in the 5th inning. The pitch on the way, fly ball right field. Pipkins is there, makes the catch, 2 outs.
He almost dropped it.
And that wouldn't surprise me either. Here's Stratton. Stratton 0 for 3, struck at his last time up in the 5th inning. Pitch outside. One thing that makes it difficult with Orr pitching is you're not really sure as a hitter whether he's going to come more of a sidearm, maybe 3/4 delivery, if he's going to come over the top, because he can do just about all of that. You see the pitch right there. I think he feels more comfortable dropping down.
He's pitching with a lot of confidence right now.
He is. The bullpen has been a huge plus for Rose-Hulman here today and in the first game. Pitch inside. 2 balls and 1 strike now to the catcher, Tyson Stratton. The pitch. 2-2. Barnett shortly down at first. Oh my. Oh my, oh my, oh my. 3-2. To me, if I were a hitter right there, that's too close. Too close to pass up.
Me too.
Talked about that before. I do not want that guy behind the plate. He might be a nice guy, but I don't want him making those decisions for me. Payout pitch on the way, not this time. Stratton knew it as he just walks away. Or gets another strikeout. We head to the bottom half of inning number 7, 9-8 Earlham.
Electric Incorporated provides professional commercial electrical contractor services to Indianapolis and surrounding communities. Locally owned and operated for over 30 years, our knowledge and experience make us the perfect choice for all your commercial electrical contractor needs. Contact us today.
John Munster, who was both the athletic director and the basketball coach at the time, wrote me a letter. Said, we're interested in you coming to the school. And so I went over and visited in January or February of 1977 and kind of fell in love with the school. And I felt like if I can get a degree here, I'm going to get a job, and that mattered a lot to me. Hi, I'm Steve Hill, CEO and president of the Las Vegas Convention and Visitors Authority. I get to work with an amazing team to promote Las Vegas as the #1 tourist destination and the go-to place for conventions, sports, and entertainment. We've helped expand the convention center, launch the Vegas Loop, and bring big events like the Super Bowl, Formula One, and WrestleMania to town. As chairman of the Stadium Authority, I also help oversee Allegiant Stadium, home of the Las Vegas Raiders, and the future A's ballpark.
We head to the bottom of the 7th inning. It is the 7th inning stretch here in Kokomo. It's O'Connell, Harms, and Hines all due up. It's a 1-run lead. Hayden Scalf back in for another inning of work. The pitch on the way is low for a ball. I didn't pick it up early. I'm not very observant, but watch a lot of hitters. They'll look away, and then they'll look at the pitcher just to make sure that they know that eye contact. He can't pitch until I turn and look at the pitcher. Watch O'Connell. He'll do it right here. He'll look to third. There he goes. And then when he's ready, that's when he looks. 1-1 pitch. Ground ball to the second baseman, Jeffries. Jeffries, a low throw, had an error earlier, but not this time. There's one away. Here's Jackson Harms. Harms 1 for 3, 2 runs driven in.
And the guy who can do it with one swing.
Yep. The pitch by Scalf is low for ball 1. We're getting close to crunch time. Last couple of innings of this game. The 1-0 pitch. Called strike. Again, if Earlham wins, play at 4:30. Pitch outside, 2 balls and a strike. And they will have to be ready to go against the number 2 seeded Pioneers of Transylvania. Here's your 2-1 pitch. Hit foul. By the way, they are here. They knocked off Earlham last night, so it is a must-win situation again. Fly ball, and that will drift out of play. I know you're a betting man, so we'll ask you here in a minute. Here's the break-even pitch. Popped up foul, and that too will go out of play, I do believe. Nope, it stays in, but nobody got it in time. I'm not sure that Rother was going to get to that. Yeah, I don't think Stratton even saw it. Or if you're a betting man, who do you like if it's Earlham and Transylvania in that game, an elimination game for one, and then still Transylvania stays alive for tomorrow?
Yeah, I mean, my sole criteria is going to be what I saw last night, and I just thought Transylvania showed up with an edge, like they believed they're the team that's going to win, and they put it on them. So I would be surprised if we saw anything different.
And
now
you had numbers too, right? I mean, you talk about winning series and all that. It's really difficult to try. If you lose that first game, it's really tough to come back and win another one.
Yeah, and this isn't a series, but it kind of functions like a series. And so you lose that first one, we'll have to win.
That one hit into center field, driving Jimenez back. He won't get to it. Bounces off the fence. Heading to second is Harms. They're going to hold him with a double. There's your tying run.
And if that was hit to about anywhere else in the stadium, that's probably gone. It's into that deep alley in left center.
Michael Hines will step to the plate. Anyway, the odds are not good when you look at what has happened in baseball or any other sport to come back through that loser's bracket and try to win 2 in a row like this.
Well, and you know, the thing we've been talking about for 2 days here is the way that pitching gets depleted the more games that you're playing. And so Earlham having to play, you know, this one, they've got to use 2 pitchers at least in order to get there. And that's 2 pitchers that Transylvania didn't have to touch.
And right now, Hayden Scalf in a little bit of trouble here in the 7th. This is Erickson, and we will see a visit to the mound. Let's see if this will be it for Scalf.
2 guys throwing down there in Earlham's bullpen. Erickson's been a real pain all day.
Generally, when you see Steve Sakasitz come to the mound, now he's bringing some reading materials with him. So whatever the scouting report
novel
is. Yeah. Hey, did you guys see this? This is a really neat book. But when he comes out, it's different because generally you see the pitching coach come out. When he comes out, he generally makes a change, but not this time. I see the notes, but I don't see what it says. I'm too far away, even with my binoculars. Pretty sure that had something to do. Again, what are we going to do in this situation with Erickson at the plate? We got to be ready. We'd love to get a ground ball here and get a double play, but that may not happen. The stretch by Scalf and the pitch. Bunt laid down, third base side.
Wow.
This is going to be tough.
Wow.
No play. How about Erickson?
Oh, my goodness. Can you bunt it any better than that?
No. No, you can't. And now we will have another pinch hitter. Neville's gone. Rodriguez gone. This will be Connor Smith. Saw Smith as a second baseman in this tournament, so he will pinch hit here in the 7th. Bases are loaded. Scalp will come set. Here's the pitch, and he hit him with it. And that ties the ball game. Wow. 2 hit batters in this half inning, and Smith really didn't have to do anything but take one for the team. Here's Furtado. We're tied at 9.
Way worse opportunities for a squeeze than right here.
Yeah.
Got the 8th hitter, 1 out.
Popped him up. That will get into shallow center field, and coming on Jimenez to make the catch. Big out there for out number 2.
I think I would have tried to squeeze that run in.
And we've seen 2 successful squeezes in this tournament. Well, here's Summers, and we know what he's done. 2 for 4. He's driven in 3, had a home run, a 3-run shot back in the 2nd. And Scalp trying to get out of trouble.
Say a little bit more about why. Furtado's hitting .206.
Yeah. No balls and a strike.
Maybe he's not a bunter you can count on either. I don't know. Summers, though, you can count on most of what he does.
Called strike. Bottom of inning number 7. Ground ball, Jeffries. He'll flip on to Barnett. They'll get the out, but Rose-Hulman ties it 9 apiece.
This is LifeWise Academy. It's a program that teaches Bible-based character education to public school students during school hours. Not before school and not after, but during school hours. So here's how this works. The students will leave this school building, hop on this bus, take a short ride across the street to the church. I can see the steeple from here, have Bible class, hop back on the bus, head back to school. It's that simple. Go to lifewise.org to find your school.
Ghost Fox comes from Japanese superstition, so we spent 3 years in Japan, and that's where our winemaking really started to grow. And in Japan, when you answer the phone, you say moshi moshi, and you get a moshi moshi in response. And the idea is that foxes can't say moshi, and ghosts can't say it twice, and so you're doing that to ward off any sort of trickster spirits. And so we thought that was kind of a cute way of paying homage to our
Back here in Kokomo, take a look at the hit batter. We have one of the 2.
Ooh, turn that headway just in time.
Man, what a great camera there, huh?
And that was totally unfazed by it.
All right, here we go. Top of inning number 8. Jeffries, Jimenez, and Rother. Earlham, the number 1 seed, trying to avoid elimination. Ward back in, the right-hander set to throw. Here's the pitch. Low for a ball.
I did not think they would use Orr for several consecutive innings. Obviously, I was wrong about that.
Ground ball, backhanded by O'Connell. Strong throw in time, 1 away. You kind of feel the momentum has shifted a little bit toward the Fighting Engineers. Here's Jimenez.
Well, and as much as anything, the game is exactly where they want it to be.
Yeah.
It's like, we can just stay around, then maybe we can win it in the 9th.
The pitch by Orr, called strike. Jimenez doubled in the first, and he singled in the fourth. He has also struck out twice. Called strike 2. Orr has been sensational since he entered the lineup back in the 5th inning. The 0-2 pitch. 1-2.
Big reason why they were able to get by Anderson yesterday as well.
The 1-2 pitch on the way, got him. 7 strikeouts now for Tyler Orr. 2 away, and here's Rother. Of course, you got to be careful with this guy. We mentioned earlier he was due, and he had a home run in the 3rd inning. He has struck out twice looking. I have a feeling he's going to be thinking more about swinging the bat than standing there. Here's the pitch. High fly ball center field. Summers. Ooh, almost misplayed it. 1-2-3 inning for Orr and the Fighting Engineers. Head to the bottom of the 8th inning, tied at 9.
Hi, my name is Colton Steiner, and I'm the Esports and Livestream Coordinator here at Bluffton University. Here at Bluffton University, we offer several titles in esports, starting from Overwatch, Valorant, Rocket League, Fortnite, to even some sport games, including Madden, NBA 2K, MLB The Show, and EA College Football. What makes esports here at Bluffton great is, number one, the community. So we're a smaller school in a small town, and honestly, that just feels it creates such a tight-knit environment with gaming. So our esports center is a very spacious room, and we have 10 PCs in there that are equipped with 3070.
We are going to go down to the wire in this one. We head to the bottom half of the 8th inning. Pipkins, Rasmussen, O'Connell all due up, number 2, 3, and 4 in the order. Once again, the right-hander Hayden Scalf trying to keep him in check. Right here is where Rose would love to get a run, and then go into the 9th inning. Put all that pressure back on Earlham, the number 1 seed. Ground ball toward the second baseman, Jeffries. 1 pitch, 1 out. I would still love to see a little more patience. Here's Rasmussen. If I had a record of success as a first pitch hitter, I'd say fantastic. But I've not seen that yet of anybody.
It's situational. I think early in the game, first pitch hitting is smart more often than not. The later you get in the game, assuming the game is close, you know, you probably do want to take a pitch.
1 ball, 1 strike. Rasmussen, we know he's a free swinger. 1 for 4 today and a run scored. One thing for sure, Mason's not going to go up there and get cheated. He's quickly behind at 1 ball, 2 strikes. That one may have caught a piece of Stratton or the umpire.
Rasmussen has hit 3 home runs this season.
2-2.
Little up there, but probably too close for me to watch.
Pitch is low. He wears his socks like Carlton Fisk used to do.
Yeah, like the 1980s.
Yeah. high in the air, but foul, and that will go out of play. Now you start magnifying everything a little bit more. A little mistake here, something there that could make a difference between winning and losing when you get late in a ball game.
I'm not convinced that his teammates have stirrups either.
Down the line, backhanded by Dick across the diamond. May have saved a run right there if he got on base. Great play by Dick at third.
What's your stance on stirrups? Are you a stirrup guy?
No. That's and the pitch called strike.
Connell has 3 doubles today. His team could use a 4th from him.
The 0-1 off the end of the bat, foul. And he's quickly behind at 0-2. Will it come down to the 9th inning, which it appears right now it will? A pitch outside. Can Rose squeeze something out here with 2 outs? The 1-2 pitch. Got him. Stratton will have to throw down to first base. He does. So a strikeout throw out of O'Connell. That'll do it for Rose-Hulman. One thing that this Rose-Hulman team has done well, and I mentioned this in our last broadcast, they are now 8-2 when they play on neutral sites after their win over Hanover today.
Here's a prediction for you. Rose-Hulman finds a way to win this game, and then they get to sleep tonight before playing tomorrow. Camden Judson started the first game this HCAC tournament on Thursday morning. It'll be roughly 3 days rest. Have to think he's the guy that they throw, yeah?
I would think so, yeah. 1 ball, no strikes. McFarland, big bat from the left side. Orr with a pitch. Outside for a ball. McFarland, a double-digit home run guy this year. 2 balls and a strike. Again, power hitters. Try to get them high and tight, low and away. Here's the 2-1 pitch. 3-1. Wagster on deck. Boy, what movement on that pitch.
That was wicked.
3 balls, 2 strikes. They'll set up on the outside corner of the plate, struck him out. Second time that McFarland has struck out, 1 away here in the top of the 9th inning.
Did you see Orr come off the field after last inning, by the way?
No.
He was jacked up. He was getting that whole dugout going.
So here is Noah Wagster. Wagster has a couple of hits today. And the first pitch by Orr is on the outside corner for a called strike. Now the 0-1. Outfield is straight away. Wagster has hit both balls that he's got base hits to left field. He'll do it again.
The third one.
So Wagster, a 3-hit day. There is your go-ahead run, and here's the ever so dangerous Dick, the third baseman. Of course, made a nice defensive play in the last half inning. 1 for 4 with a run scored. Got the base hit in the 5th inning. That was an infield base hit. Runner takes off, pitches outside, throw down, not in time. And did he come off the base? He did. Wagster had it stolen easily, but he came off the base. Oh, my.
You could tell the way he was creeping that he was going right away. And another good throw, by the way, on a not a great pitch.
This one hit into center field. Coming on to make the catch is Summers. And now the Fighting Engineers have a chance to win it in the bottom of the ninth.
At Risk Work, we're Team Indiana through and through, from coaching youth basketball to protecting critical infrastructure. Like our partners at IndianaSRN, we invest in people first. That same grit and leadership on the court drives our work in cybersecurity. We help businesses stay secure, resilient, and ready with no guesswork. If you can trust us to protect the grid, you can surely trust us to protect your Indiana business.
Is it Earlham?
Is it pronounced Earlham?
It's Earlham, and it's a place for
amateur farmers,
Athletes,
artists,
barefooters,
world changers, do-gooders.
It's a place for champions.
and it'll change your life for good.
It'll probably be something weird that'll happen here. You're going to have to correct me here. Long music there as Jackson Harms will hit. Did I hear that correct?
That was my understanding.
Tell me again what I just heard.
Our producer just told us that they have changed the start time tomorrow morning to 9 a.m. if there was a game tomorrow morning, which is to say if Rose-Hulman finds a way to win this game.
Here's the pitch. 9 o'clock.
You don't like baseball at 9 a.m.?
6:30, yeah. 6:30 call time.
I mean, Troy will probably be up earlier than that, just getting his scorebook ready.
May not have any choice, huh? 2 balls and 2 strikes to Harms. He'll stay alive. Do they know that? Hey, by the way, you guys left play at 9. A good cut there by Harms.
Battling.
The 2-2 pitch. Deep in the hole, knocked down by Barnett. His throw to first not in time. There's the winning run. Now here's Hines, and I would imagine that he's going to try to get that runner down to second.
Yeah, this is going to be his most important bunt attempt of the season.
Looks like we're going to have a visit to the mound once again. So,
I don't know if I like this. They've taken Harms out here. I get it. But boy, you better score. I would maybe even wait until he gets to second.
Well,
you're going to need Harms' bat in the extra innings if this game goes to extra innings.
I think that's Takahashi running down at first.
Well, I guess that's okay. And he's a very formidable bat. So now you upgrade your running while also going with a guy who's...
So here's Hines. Winning run down at first. He'll show bunt. Pitch is low and inside as he pulls back.
Oh, he called it a strike. Said he didn't get it back.
Oh, my.
Which, I don't know about that.
The stretch by Scalf. He'll show bunt again. Here's the pitch. First base side. Only play here for Scalf is at first, and he got it down, did his job.
Great punt. Now everybody in the dugout over there is going to pick him up for that.
Here's Erickson.
I'll tell you what, Coach Rosen's plan for this game has been flawless.
Yeah.
Just to say that they've got the thing won, because they don't. But in terms of the intentionality he's put into what he did with pitching, all the way down to that pinch running decision, you can see the logic and everything he's doing. The righty-lefty thing he set up in the lineup.
The pitch to Erickson, outside for a ball. By the way, Scalf got a warning, not making the eye contact with the hitter. Erickson can be very deceiving as a hitter from the left side. The pitch. Good cut. So again, we got word a little bit ago. If Rose-Hulman wins, we will play at 9 o'clock tomorrow morning.
Erickson's 2 for 4 in this one with a RBI and a run scored.
When's the last time you had a 9 o'clock game on Sunday morning? On Mother's Day? Never.
Well, maybe that's why they got to do it at 9 a.m. is because they got all these guys got to get back to their mothers.
True. Fly ball into center field. Takahashi retreats back to the base, 2 away. We just, again, we're informed that the reason why is they got to get finished tomorrow by a certain time by NCAA standards.
Yeah, they got to report who's going to be in the NCAA tournament.
Here's Connor Smith hitting in the number 8 hole, but 2 away. Winning run is at second base. Can Smith deliver? If not, we have extras. The pitch. Low and outside. We're going to see another hero here. We've seen a couple.
We're going to hear it if there is.
Yep. And I won't say a word. You'll see it for yourself. The 1-0 pitch. Inside. 2-0. Nobody throwing in the bullpen for Earlham. It's all up to Hayden Scalf.
Takahashi, by the way, 7 for 7 on stolen bases.
Good cut. Two balls and 1 strike. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Lined into right field. Takahashi rounding third, and the ball misplayed by Duncan. And Rose-Hulman's going to win.
Wow.
So Earlham, the number 1 seed, has been eliminated. And their season will come to an end. Rose-Hulman, 26-18, the number 3 seed. They will play Transylvania tomorrow morning, 9 o'clock. What a finish. And you knew that if you let Rose-Hulman hang around,
this team is so scrappy.
They could get
They're so scrappy.